it's Darby from rejoiceandcreate.com, and as we wind down Christmas in July, I would be remiss without sharing a project that contained the reason that we celebrate Christmas, and that's Christ. So what I did was I created this cute little ornament, and it pictures a manger scene with the Holy Family, and you might recognize the shape of this as one of the pieces from the origami photo cube that I made a few weeks back. But what is really neat about this project is it can be an ornament, it can be a picture ornament, it can be a nice way to gift some tea to your coworker or friend, and it can actually be a gift card holder. And because it's an origami, you can actually open and close it, and there's your gift card. Now, if you do make a gift card, I would suggest not sealing up the top of it or the bottom of it really tight, because once you seal those up, it's hard to get things in and out of. But just put a bow on the top and they can still slide their gift card in and out. Now, the basic frame is made the same way, and we'll go ahead and make that first. It's made out of a 6x6 piece of paper. You can then go ahead and embellish it any way you want. However, today I'm going to show you how to embellish it with the Holy Family. Alright, so we're starting with a piece of 6x6 inch paper, and this is the very last piece I have from the Wood Textures by Stampin' Up, and that's one I'll use. We'll start with the base first. So go ahead and fold this in half sideways, and fold it in half sideways again. If you saw the origami photo cube, this is very similar to that, except for we do stop before one of the folds. Alright, so what we have is we have a fold going vertically and a fold going horizontally and 4 squares. So go ahead and with the paper you want to show on the outside down, go ahead and fold each corner to the center. Okay, so now we're going to turn it over and point one of your points up. I think I'll go this way because I want to make it look like my wood is going up and down. And now what we're going to do, instead of folding all 4 to the center like we did for the origami photo cube, we're going to leave one up, and that's going to be the top of the ornament. So go ahead and fold the other 3 to the center. So I've got 3 folded up and we've got 1 straight up. So I'm just going to turn it over. And the next thing we're going to do is fold these 4 corners from the center out to the outside corner. Now, in the photo cube, we actually had 4 corners because we folded this one down too. But you can certainly do the fold each of the corners out and then just line this corner up with that side so you know where you are. Okay, so let's open our 3 corners that we folded under, and what we're going to do is just lift that up, we'll fold that under, and we'll put it back down. And we'll do that for all 4 of them. Alright, so find your straight one that you didn't fold, and that's my top one. And let me fold this back under so we see where we are now. Now what we're going to do is actually reverse fold these 3 corners so they're tucked into the ornament and it's a bit neater. Alright, so go ahead and pull this back out, put the one you did not fold up because we're not going to be doing that one. So we'll go ahead and start right on the bottom one. And to reverse fold it, you just open these up, and these that were valleys become mountains, and that point gets pushed in. Okay? Let me do that again on the other side. Open this up. That point gets pushed in, and these folds that were valley folds now become mountain folds. Same with the other side. Push that up and push that in. And then this is the basic ornament that you have. If you want to use a photo, all you do is cut it just slightly less than 3 inches by 3 inches. So maybe about 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. And all you do is fit it in here at this point, and it will hold it together. Okay? Because we're going to access it, I'll show you how to do it for the gift card holder. So at this point you could tuck in your gift card also, or your tea bag. And this tea bag fits nicely in there. It is 2 5/8 of an inch by 3 1/8 of an inch. So that's the size tea bag that will fit anything that's a 3 by 3 or less. Although you can go a little bit higher as long as it's a little bit narrower. So I just used a little sleeve to make it look nicer in there. I mean, you could just wrap it as well if you just want to take a piece of paper and wrap it around there and tuck it in there, that's fine. I just wanted to fill the whole space. So what I did was I took a piece that was 2 7/8 inches by 6 inches and I folded it in half. And here I'm using something that mimics the stars at night for the manger and the Holy Family. This is the one I used on the last one. These are from Merry Little Christmas by Stampin' Up. If you don't have it, all you have to do is take blue and use a white gel marker or white stamp for the stars. I use the Uniball Signo on these, and that's how I made this Starry Night, because I find this white flows the best for me. I don't know if you've tried it, but let me know if you have another one which works well for you. But I really like the way that this white marks and flows for my marking on that. Alright, so back to our little gift card sleeve, and what I did was I folded it in half. Then I put tape down both sides. And I fold it over, and just to make a pretty top, I just took a punch, and I'm taking the Pretty Label punch from Stampin' Up, and I'll just move it over there, center it between the two sides, and just punch a little decorative opening. Alright, so I just tucked my gift card in. And then I went ahead and tucked it in here. Okay, and you'll see it's a very close fit on that one. But it's really nice because it makes it sturdy. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our Holy Family. Now for the Holy Family, now Mary and Joseph do come out on this one because I just tucked them in the little pocket. I used the ovals from the Stitched Oval. And the one I used was the second from the smallest to create both Mary and Joseph. Mary and Joseph, I don't know if I pointed the wrong way. I went ahead and I ran these through already, so I didn't have to take some time. And I made a blue for Mother Mary and a gray, a deep gray for Joseph. Now you also need their halos, and I cut a 1 inch, I punched a 1 inch circle out of the gold foil. And for Baby Jesus halo, I used a 3/4 inch circle out of the gold foil. Now for Mary and Joseph's face, I used a 3/4 inch circle from a vanilla. Actually, it's an ivory, but it's close to very vanilla. And the same, but a 1/2 inch circle for Baby Jesus. I also punched a star out of the gold foil, and I wanted it to be stiff, so I backed it with some of the thicker white cardstock, so it would be stiff, and it's about maybe just under 1.5 inches wide. And for the manger, I used a piece of dark brown, this is early espresso, and it is 1 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch, and I'll cut that in just a minute and show you how I did that. Alright, so to create Mary and Joseph, what I did is I just overlapped the circles, one just a little bit higher than the other, and I glued them down. Then I glued their face onto each one. And then just glued the halo around the back of their head. Okay, And then once it's set up, I just cut it straight across the bottom so they would sit flat. Scissors, okay. So right across the bottom, I just cut it flat. And that's how I created Mary and Joseph, except for that one's not quite so flat. There you go. All right, to create the manger, what I did was I just angled a cut on each end, and I started about a 1/4 inch over and just angled it towards the other corner. Same on the other end, 1/4 inch over and angled towards the corner. And then to give it the impression that it had legs, I just took the 1-inch punch just because I had it out. And I kind of, right on the bottom edge, just took a very shallow bite out of the bottom. And that kind of made it look like a manger. Of course, I'm a little over on one side. Let's see if I can make it a little bit straighter. There you go. All right, so now just go ahead and glue baby Jesus' face to the halo. And then glue that under the manger. And I glued it a little bit towards one end. Okay. All right, now because it's a gift card and I don't want to glue across these, I'm going to glue the star and the manger both on one side, but I will go over it a little bit, but when they open it up, it will separate so that they can access the gift card or the tea bag or whatever else you could fit in there. It has to be flat and less than 3 by 3. All right, so there's the manger. And then I tuck Mary and Joseph in. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue the star also just to one side of it so that when it opens it will separate and open. So we'll put glue just on one side of the star. And I want the point up, and I want to make sure I don't get over the one side. So we'll do this side with the point up. And then I straddled it, but made sure I just glued on this side so it's not glued on this side. And what will hold this together is I'm going to do a bow and a hanger because I thought I'd make it into an ornament as well. And I have some linen thread, and this is about 16 inches long. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. And then I only want my hanger to be maybe about 2 to 3 inches long, and I'll go ahead and tie a knot there. So that's ready for me. And then I'll take the 1/16 inch punch, and I'm just going to punch it on each side of the top of the star. And then once I have that knot, I'll pull that knot, I'll pull each leg of the linen thread through each hole. And I use small holes because I have the linen thread. If you're using a little bit bigger, just make your hole as big as your fiber that you're using. All right, so I've got that one through, and I've got that one through. And go ahead and pull that knot right up against the middle of that and tie a bow. And that way it'll hold it together, but you can still access it and get it apart when someone wants to access the gift card. Now, one of the things you may want to do is on your note or write a tag on the back to let them know there's a gift card in there. You don't want to go to their house 10 years later and see this on the tree and have the gift card still be in it. So you probably should put a tag or a note in here on there that says there is the gift card. It's peeking out a little bit from the top there, but they may not recognize that if it's the same color as the background. All right, let me go ahead and just trim those edges. All right, so there's our Holy Family ornament with the manger. There's one that's just the ornament, and there's one that has a gift card in it. Let me bring my other ones back in. Oh, let me tuck that back in there. That doesn't have a gift card anymore, but oh, you know what? Maybe I'll go ahead and put the tea bag in there. So there's a simple one with a tea bag in it. Here's the one that's an ornament as well. And here's another tea bag. So it makes a quick and fun origami photo ornament, gift card holder, or tea folder. So I hope you enjoyed the project today and give it a try. If you liked the video, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of new videos when I post them. If you need any more information, please go to rejoiceandcreate.com. And as always, until we meet again, I hope your days are blessed. Bye!